Hi, Eli Weber, Kabbalah Guru. Welcome back to my channel. I realized I made a mistake yesterday in yesterday's video about the chief butcher. It wasn't the chief butcher that was executed, it's the baker in the end. And we're going to get into that mystery a bit today. We're in the midst of the Great Awakening. We're coming into Hanukkah, the Festival of Light. We just finished Thanksgiving. You know, there's a great confluence, a joining of many rivers coming together. I'm going to talk about that, so please like and subscribe to the channel. You know, hit the notification bell, take my Kabbalah course. You can donate to the channel if you like, and let's rock. I made a factual mistake yesterday. I think the point is still well taken, that we are slaves now, and that, you know, soon we will be freed from our slavery and we will realize that we're really leaders, and each of you is a leader and you can lead people in ways that nobody else can. We're in the middle of the Great Awakening. We're coming into Hanukkah. We just finished Thanksgiving. I had a beautiful, actually, we have like food giveaways in my community, and I was lucky enough to receive a turkey, and my wife has checked it out, and apparently it's kosher enough to eat, but we didn't have a chance. We don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. Our Thanksgiving is every Shabbos. We have two big meals together as families and friends, so we really celebrate Thanksgiving every week. It's not. It would be a little unusual for us to, like, you know, stop in the middle of the week from our avoda, from our work. There's a lot going on. I want to just first go through the calendar. We are coming into Hanukkah on Sunday night, is the first night of Hanukkah. You know, great revelation coming, and that's for the whole week. And we're still in the story of Joseph, and Joseph in today's parsha, in today's story, the chief butcher's wife, who tries to seduce him, and he sees an image of his father's face, and he's able to, you know, not succumb to her advances, and she says that he violates her, and he is promptly whisked off to jail. Yes, actually in tomorrow's parsha, he's in jail, and he does quite well there. He's well liked, and he meets the chief winemaker and the chief, you know, the beverage guy and the baker, and they both have dreams, and he interprets the dreams. One is executed, and one, you know, keeps his position with Pharaoh. But it says in the Torah that, in the interpretation of the Torah, that this incident came up with the baker and the beverage man in order to cover up so that people didn't spend all their time talking about Joseph and his adventure with the butcher's wife. So, you know, this is kind of like the original, you know, look here and not there, but apparently God did this. You know, he wanted people to look away from the story of Joseph. Let's see, the beverage guy who's going to be saved, it's the baker that gets killed. I hope I'm getting my facts right. You should probably check your research. I got it wrong yesterday, so I'm really sorry. Joseph is sort of punished by God because he did not trust in God to free him from the situation. I mean, again, Joseph is on a very high level. Don't try this trick at home. He had to serve an extra 2 years because he told the beverage chief, you know, to tell Pharaoh to get him out of jail, and God felt that he should just rely on God, not on people to help him, so he had Joseph stay there for an extra 2 years. Also, in Tanya today, the Tanya was created in order for the Alter Rebbe to have like a personal way to communicate with all of his Hasidim, and that by reading Tanya, it's like you're having yechidus, it's like you're having a personal meeting with the Alter Rebbe, with the old Rebbe, and this is an amazing opportunity. We're going to still have our Tanya class at 11. I'm going to switch to Zoom. I'm going to figure out how to do that today. I may not do it today in today's meeting, but I'll try to get that going soon. That way I can just send out a direct message to everyone on Zoom, and we can just meet up, and you can share, so it's not just me talking. I think that'll work out pretty well. But today we'll do it again on YouTube, providing, yesterday we had some technical glitches. Right, so in today's adventure, we have Joseph, the master's wife, cast her eyes on Joseph. She says, sleep with me, and he doesn't want to do it. He knows it's not right. He runs away, and she grabs his garment and tells her husband that he tried to make advances. So poor Joseph, not poor Joseph, this is part of, Hashgacha Pratis, this is part of the divine providence of the story of Joseph. So he gets sent to prison. Now, in tomorrow's Parsha, which, we won't be able to, I won't be able to share because I'll be enjoying Shabbos. By the way, I just want a little footnote that my wife and son and I, we had lentils last night. We didn't get to, we did get a turkey. We didn't get to cook it yet. And even though my son and I are like, when are we going to cook the turkey? When are we going to cook the turkey? So that's in the future. But we had lentils, and we just had it was such a nice meal last night. I just want to go like a shout out to the idea of like small family, and I think Thanksgiving, I'm straying a bit, but I think Thanksgiving could potentially be a little bit difficult for some people because families right now have many, divergent opinions about things that are going on right now. So it could have been a very stressful time for some. I know I got a call from a dearly loved friend yesterday, and he was saying like, Ellie, what's going on? Why did you choose, not to keep your job, essentially? And I explained to him what I thought about it, and he explained his opinion. He doesn't agree with me, and we, in the end, we just said, look, we're just going to have to agree to disagree on this, and I still love you, and I appreciate your friendship, and I'm so happy you called me, but we're going to have to agree to disagree on this. And I think I'm suspecting that a lot of people had similar situations yesterday on Thanksgiving. I mean, Thanksgiving, I remember back in the day when we had, when my family had big family meetings, there was always like tension between family members that was really like deep, deep surfacey kinds of, well, they like this one and don't like that one. It was a kind of a weird situation. Anyway, let's get back to the story of Joseph. So Joseph is thrown in jail. The cup bearer, they call it the cup bearer, and the baker have dreams, and Joseph interprets their dreams. Let's see, he tells the cupbearer, he has 3 branches. There was a vine with 3 branches. One was budding, and clusters ripened into grapes. And Joseph said, the 3 branches symbolize 3 days. In 3 days' time, Pharaoh will take due account of you and restore you to your position. He'll take you out of jail, and everything will be okay. And then the chief baker came and said he also had a dream where he had 3 wicker baskets on his head. And Joseph says, in 3 days, you're going to be executed. So, I mean, I think, in this era of Great Awakening, this is the Great Awakening. We are all waking up. Now, my friend and I agreed to disagree. He got the medical treatment. I decided not to. People in my community cannot understand why I didn't, choose to do this. But, I do a lot of research that they don't see. I think in the future, a lot of the things that I am understanding will be common knowledge amongst all people. And I think there's going to be a tremendous amount of information coming forth as the storm really, I believe we're already starting in the storm, but the information, certainly on Monday with the trial of Ghislaine Maxwell, and with Durham's reports coming out with the 190,000 sealed indictments. Remember, each indictment could have up to 99 people. A tremendous storm coming. Really, I believe it's already started, but there's going to be a great awakening taking place on the planet, and people are going to realize the way things are here, and they're going to clearly understand the situation and be able to align themselves in a more knowing way. So that's it. So the chief baker was hanged, right? The chief baker, however, he hanged. I can never get the tenses right on the word hanged. And just as Joseph had interpreted for them, the chief cupbearer did not remember Joseph. So even though Joseph tried to like shorten his sentence by telling a human being, get me the heck out of here, it didn't work out. And God was saying like, man, just you need to depend on me. And I think that's a very good lesson for all of us. We really have to know that God is in control, and we're coming to the end of the days of the era of the 6,000 years of the tree of knowledge, and good and evil are separating. We can easily see, which is which. So this is a time for great celebration. We're in the storm, we're in the Great Awakening, and we're in Hanukkah. We're coming out of Thanksgiving. So I think this is a great day for celebration. Come to my 11 o'clock Torah and Tanya and coffee meeting. I'll be doing it on YouTube today, but I will, please God, in the future, we'll do it on Zoom. I think that'll be a lot easier. Okay, please like and subscribe to my channel. Have the best day possible. May the force be with you, and God bless.